We love heroes because they represent our ideals. But why do we secretly empathize with the villains of My Hero Academia? In this world, the line between a symbol of peace and a symbol of fear isn't just about power. It is about a psychological breaking point. Today, we aren't just looking at quirks. We're looking at the fractured minds behind them. From the savior complex that fuels Deku to the labeling theory that birthed Shigaraki, we're exploring how hero society creates the very monsters it tries to destroy. First, we have to look at the symbol of peace itself. All Might isn't just a hero. He is a pillar, but psychologically, being a pillar is dangerous. It creates a fragile society that suffers from the bystander effect. When one man carries the weight of the world, everyone else stops taking responsibility. People see a crime and think, a hero will handle it, leading to the social isolation of the very people the heroes happen to miss. Then there is Izuku Midoriya. Deku suffers from extreme self-sacrificial altruism. While we call it heroic, psychologically, it borders on a messiah complex. At what point does heroism become a pathological lack of self-preservation? By constantly breaking himself for others. Deku isn't just saving people, he is proving that in this society, you are only valuable if you are willing to disappear for the sake of the collective. But what happens when society decides you aren't worth saving? This is where labeling theory comes in when society labels a child villainous because their quirk looks scary. That child often stops fighting the label and starts fulfilling the prophecy. Tamura Shigaraki is the personification of neglect and despair. He is the literal ghost of the people All Might couldn't save. His decay isn't just a power. It is his mental state projected onto a world that turned its back on him. As for Himiko Toga, her story is a study in repression. Her villainy is actually a desperate desire for intimacy and the acceptance of her true nature. Society deemed her gross because of her interest in blood, forcing her to find love in destruction. Then there is Dabi. He represents the psychological impact of gifted child burnout, driven by the crushing weight of Endeavor's expectations. His fire didn't just burn his body, it incinerated his identity. Finally, the outlier, the hero killer Stain. His ideology is fueled by cognitive dissonance. He looks at a world where heroes are celebrities with sponsorships and sees a rot. Why does his logic resonate with us? Because he points out the halo effect. We are hardwired to assume that because someone is powerful and beautiful, they must be good. Stain tears that mask off, arguing that the commercialization of heroes has destroyed the very meaning of the word. He is a monster created by the fake perfection of the people we look up to. Ultimately, heroes and villains in MHA are two sides of the same coin. A hero is someone whose trauma was validated by society. A villain is someone whose trauma was ignored by it. They are reflections of one another, separated only by a lucky hand reached out in a moment of need or a hand that never showed up. It leaves us with one haunting question. Is the concept of heroes and villains really truly correct?